Hi, I'm Debbie Bowie, Certified Organizer Coach and the author of Rock, Scissors, Paper, Understanding How Environment Affects Your Performance on a Daily Basis. I work with women to clear clutter, become more productive, and make long-lasting positive change. In this video series, I'm going to be talking about dealing with paper and paper clutter. You're going to learn how to prevent paper clutter and how to clear paper clutter. Paper. I have to start by just talking about why it's so difficult to deal with paper. If you ask almost anybody what their greatest clutter nightmare is in their house, they're going to say paper. It's rather universal. It comes in a never-ending stream, needs to be dealt with all the time, and it's tough to do. So it backs up. And the more paper you have, the harder it is to face it and do something about it. Even a pile the size of this will send people from the room looking for something more pleasurable to do. It doesn't take much for paper to become overwhelming. Why is that? Why is clearing paper clutter so hard? Or even dealing with paper in the first place so hard? Well, let's look at what paper is. It's a flat sheet. Mostly it'll have writing on it. Interesting? No. Colorful? No. Boring? Yes. Paper is boring to do. It's boring. It takes a long time to do because with each piece of paper you need to make a decision, which means it takes a lot of mental power to deal with it. And when people are tired at the end of the day, the end of the week, they'd rather do anything else. So it's boring. It's hard to do. It also takes forever to feel like you've made any progress when you're dealing with paper because it takes so long to do. So paper's tough. And I had to start this series by saying, just know that that's the truth, that it is hard to do, but it can be done. And the best way to deal with paper is to prevent paper clutter as opposed to creating it and then digging your way out. Now, I will say this at the very beginning. If you've got lots of cluttered spaces in your house, I don't recommend you start with paper. If you start with paper, it'll shut you down because it's boring to do, it's hard to do, and it's difficult to see that you've made any progress very quickly. And you need to do that when you're clearing clutter. My recommendation is that you clear all the other spaces first. And then, if you have a backlog of paper clutter, then clear the paper clutter. But dealing with paper begins each day when more paper comes in. And in the next couple of videos, I'm going to be talking to you about how to manage your paper so that it doesn't become a clutter nightmare. The next video should be out in a week. I'm Debbie Bowie, Certified Organizer Coach, and on this journey to figure out how to deal with paper.